Well, I got cut off there, so I don't know if I'll be able to splice these two together. If not, then this will be video 21. Back with Talavera. This is the NBS series, the Napoleonic Battle series by Multi-Man Publishing. And I'm in the process of moving Payne's cavalry. And I just wanted to illustrate the opportunity fire zone of these horse artillery guns. So not only that, so that's the fire zone, opportunity fire zone. Okay. And then if we were to talk about the reaction zone of Beaumont, okay, he can reaction up to that, can't go into there, but he can go to there. And, of course, it comes out to over here as well. And right to there. So, it's not going to be easy for Payne to get his cavalry in there to attack, but that's their orders. So we'll see what happens. All right, so Anson will be the first. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so right there, they could get fired on. They could get reaction charged. So this unit can fire 1, 2, 3. This unit can. Now they can wait to see. They don't have to fire immediately. Same thing with Beaumont there, the cavalry. They can reaction charge immediately because they entered into that 3 hex zone. But they have to pass a morale check. And you also have to think about other cavalry that could be coming along. Because you resolve, unless you're doing like a grand charge, okay, then, of course, I think, don't think they allow you to do, let's see, well, I'd have to look the rules concerning the, you have to have a leader of special ability, I think, and usually they're identified, but think you have to do it one square at a time. So, yeah. So after any charge, any follow-on charge is resolved. So, and if units are going to charge, they got to be stacked together. So, remember, this is between 180 to 200 hexes. I mean, meters per hex. So, all right. So, Anson here has to decide what is he going to do. Is he going to challenge the? I think he's going to challenge the. The French cavalry. Okay. Which means he goes to here. Okay. And now this unit can decide, okay, now I want to reaction charge. Okay. Or what I really think I want to do is I want to have that horse artillery fire at him. Plus this one can fire. 1, 2, 3, see? So we're going to fire with this one. And Beaumont, I don't have to reaction charge. I can let him just stand his ground. So, all right, so we've got a range of 2. So that's going to be 1 fire point. But the target is cavalry, so now we have 2 fire points. Okay, I rolled a 3. Okay, that's going to be a morale hit. So they become shaken. Okay. All right, they move. Now they can move to here. And no, he's not going to be able to fire now. He kind of evaded that, and this guy's already fired. So that was the French should have handled that a little bit different. And Beaumont could still reaction charge, but they're not going to. So they moved to here. 1, 2, 3. So yeah. So they move into that hex, and they're shaken. All right. So now we have cavalry versus cavalry. Okay. And yeah, I can get closer. All right, so we've got both of them are A's. And cavalry doesn't have to roll to check the stand. So Well, yeah, they do. It's on a different chart though. Okay, so check to stand, checking order, cavalry. The first checker has to be the defender. Okay, in this case, it's Beaumont, so they've got a B. Okay, and neither one of them are heavy. Stationary cavalry though is -2, so that's probably why we shouldn't have just stayed put. So here we go. We're going to have to roll, and we have to get two or higher, but we have a -2. Okay, we got a 3, so that became a 1. So we did not. They did not stand. Beaumont did not stand. So all right. Three and 3. Okay. All right, so Anson will take 1 loss. In cavalry, they don't take stragglers. So, and then Beaumont is going to take two losses and a morale hit, and has to retreat. And they're going to be blown, both of them. So flip him over, just the shaken marker. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can go to there. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you have to go to here. 6. Okay. They have to. They're now blown. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm not for sure if they're on that fleeing out of there, they can be fired on. Let's see. go over here to the opportunity fire. Yeah, so they can. So well, let's take a look here. So the blown cavalry is now moving away. So neither one can fire. So move here, 1, and then 2, they could both fire. Which you got a better chance if you fire separately. So that's the dangers of right there. So that's a range of 2. It's going to be a strength of 1. Fire factor. Okay, a 4 is no effect. Okay, and then moves again. Okay. Now this one fires. Got a 2, no effect. Okay. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let me see here. Oh no, it's over here on this side. Trying to figure out how far does the loser have to retreat, because they didn't rout, it says. Now, one of the benefits of trying to stand is that you don't become blown if you win. So that's what I was hoping that they could win and then just stay there for the next cavalry units that come along to charge. Now it says here, after determining the result, the charge ends. No follow-on charges are allowed. Okay, I guess it's on that same target. So follow-on charges is when the same unit gets to charge again. So, but here they can't. That's what the follow-on charges has to do with. So you could actually attack the same target. It's just because it's cavalry versus cavalry. So I was just trying to figure out, the French lost. Well, how far do they have to retreat? And if you have a successful charge, you may have you have to break off, or you have to, pursue or whatever. The British were real bad about over pursuing, but since it's cavalry versus cavalry, there's no follow-on charges. But it doesn't say how far they retreat. I guess 6 to 12 hexes, so they chose 6. These guys are actually going to go a little further back. So this is where Anson went, but he's actually going to go a little further. I'm going to have him go back to here. Okay. And then we have Cotton, who now can look to charge some artillery. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And at that point, he can decide to charge the horse artillery there. So Cotton's here, so he's going to charge there. And maybe you're supposed to move. Well, no, during your movement, you can decide at any point to charge. So, all right, so the other artillery up there will not be able to fire. Cotton's going to be outside of their zone. So if this artillery waits until they are actually on top of them. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then they get to roll twice. So that's what we have. So one thing is they're going to have to pass. They're going to have to pass their morale. So that's what you're risking is, do I fire now? Do I fire before they get to me or after? You've got to pass your morale. And with artillery alone, then there's going to be a -2. And a -1 for the opponent stacked twice your size. So that's -3. And you've got to get a 2 or more. So they're going to have to get a 2, a 5, or a 6. So if they wait until they get right to them, then it'll be, there are two factors. Well, still, it'll be two factors, and they've got a chance then to at least get them disrupted in disorder. They'd have to roll a 1, but that's a better chance than them passing. Well, I don't know. You almost got a better chance of passing. You're pretty much going to be eliminated there. So let's try to pass. Let's just let the cavalry get on top of us to enter in the same hex. All right, so they've got to get a 5 or a 6. Got a 2. Okay, so they disordered. Okay. I guess they still get to fire. All right, so we're going to be rolling. Still get to fire. I didn't know if they got to still fire. So they still get to fire. I got a 2 and a 4. So a 2 is a casualty. A 4 is nothing. So Cotton takes a hit. Okay. And then you check the combat results. So both rolled 1s. Attacker size is A or B. That'd be a +1. Okay. All right. So they're going to take one loss. And they're going to rout, which means they're then going to have to roll on the gun loss table. Okay. Okay, so they are able to get some of the guns away. So Alright, so they're going to ride away. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go to there. And then follow-on charges. I don't think they got anybody close enough. Oh, they can attack any hex within 2 hexes. So they are going to attack that right here, this infantry unit. So they can attempt to go to square. I guess they can't go to square. So I guess we got to move him up to here, and we do a break-off attempt. Oh, they can't break off. They've got to be stacked with a commander. So this is this shows the failure of the British cavalry being able to break off from charges. So Okay, so the repulse, defenders in square, that's going to be -2. Attacker size, cotton, okay. So it's going to be -2 on the repulse chart. Rolled a 4, so they took 2 losses and a morale hit. Okay, so they're going to be blown. Shaken. And now have to retreat 6 to 12 hexes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go to there. And then we've got this one here. This is the heavy cavalry. And they're just going to move up. Well, we could take out those other guns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $11, $12. Okay, he's got to stop there. All right, so now we can go to the close combat that we're going to have. With the different units. Start right there first. Well, no. We have, before that, we now have the defensive fire. Wherever we might have some. It's like, well, let's see. He's got to be here, right? Right there. Yeah. So let's see here. Okay, so right here where Sebastiani's at, this unit here is going to fire here. So I got to move over here. Got to do defensive fire first. So right here, Sebastiani, that skirmisher is going to fire here. Okay, got a 1. Caused the morale hit and 1 straggler. So Campbell is going to rout. Let's get him straggler first. One, two, three, four, five, six. Can't fire there. Okay, so we've got these guns here. Can fire here. So 1, 2, 3. They're in line. Okay, 4, 3 is just going to be 1. Rolled a 2, so that's no effect. All right, so that's all of that. Now let's go into the combat. So the first combat we'll have is these two here, the skirmishers. So right there. And then I'll move these over here so that we can see what we got going on here. Okay, so here's the two. Okay. And let's see, skirmisher versus skirmisher. Okay. Okay, so the attacker has to roll first, and that's going to be the British. Okay. I rolled a 5, so they passed. The French, they rolled a 2. So they passed, which is a firefight. So with skirmishers, in a firefight, no one's affected. So it just means that the British skirmisher has to go back a hex. Okay. So, is that the hex they were in? Or this hex? should have been fired on right here. But if he goes to there, then he can fire on him. So we'll have this fire right here. Four. Five. Gonna be a morale hit. So. All right. So then we have these units here. And we'll pull back a little bit. So these are the ones we're dealing with. Okay. All right. All right, so the smallest has to check first. So Campbell is an A, okay, and the 58th line is an A. So they're both the same size. So the attacker, so Campbell's got to check, okay. And so we look, he has a B, so he's got to get a 2 or more. He's got the attack commander advantage, that's +1. The skirmisher is disordered, so I don't know that you would say that they're going to get the skirmisher disadvantage. He's not effective, he can't fire, so okay, they're going to get a +1, which means they're going to pass. Okay, got a 6. Okay, so the defender though is disorganized, disrupted. So disorganized, I guess is what they call it. -2. Now, I rolled a 6, but I should also, the attacking in line would have been -1. So they would have had a -1, which turned a 6 into a 5. So, okay, so defender is going to have a -2. And they have a B. Rolled a 5, becomes a 3. So they hold their ground. So it's going to be a firefight. So they both roll. So we got a 2 and a 1. So okay, so the British are going to take 1 hit. And the French are going to take 1 hit and a scraggler, and then we have to roll for the leader. And I rolled a 3, so no effect there. All right, so Campbell takes a hit. Okay. All right. He's now a B. All right, and then the 58th takes a hit and a straggler. All right. So these two have to go back where they were at. And these guys are back to there. All right. All right, now we have to move up. We got a couple more up here. So right here, we're going to have this stack. So that's going to be these guys. I guess this must have been an attack that I didn't do earlier between these two, because I added these two in there. Okay. All right, so here we have, clearly we have the defender's going to be smaller. And let's look at McKenzie and Stewart. See what kind of losses they have. Stewart is at a B, and he's wrecked. And McKenzie is at an AB. So that's going to be 2 A's. So they're going to be bigger than 16th Light, who's shaken. So they'll have to roll first. 16th Light is at an A. All right, so we're going to have skirmisher disadvantage -1, shaken -1, and then opponent stacked twice the size, so that's -3. They've got an A. Rolled a 6, they passed. Okay, now the attacker with B's. Okay. Attacking in line is -1. So, rolled a 5, they passed. So that's going to be a firefight. Okay, so we've got the French rolled a 6, British rolled a 2. So, which the French are in column, so that's a +1, so that's becomes 3. That's 2 hits in a row. So the 16th Light takes 2 hits. they go to disorganized. Okay. And the French dealt are going to deal 2 losses and 3 stragglers to the British. So I guess I need to really even this out. Like Stewart will have to take. Should I also Rect is -2, but I still rolled high enough, I think. -2, yeah, I did. Should have had -2 for. Okay, so he'll take a hit, and then Mackenzie will take a hit, 2 stragglers. Stewart will take 1 straggler. Well, let's see. Mackenzie, one of the hits. Will be taken by the skirmisher. So there. All right. And so these guys have to come out of that hex. And they stay in the hex. Okay, so this is where firefight was. These guys had to be repelled back. All right. Okay, I'll show you on this next one. I'll show you the whole process. So, okay. So the next one we have here is this group right here. Oops. Yeah. Move them over here. Okay, so this is where it's happening. Now let's show you on the chart and everything how this is done. Okay, so what we have here is we've got a shaken British unit. We'll put it in here, and we have a disorganized French unit. All right, so the first thing you do is, defender in town, village, defender in fortified terrain, attacker from higher elevation, attack from lower elevation. So none of these apply, so we're going with the smallest, okay? So Tilson is an AB, okay? And 54th line is a AB. But we look at the losses, okay, Tilson, okay, is actually a B, and they're wrecked, okay, which is going to hurt them quite a bit. So the French unit, 54, is still an A, okay, but they're disorganized. So we now go to the modifiers, which means the attacker has to check first because they are smaller. All right, so if we look here, they have a B, okay? They're wrecked, so that's -2. They're shaken, that's -1, so we're at -3 right now, okay? The skirmisher, I'm not going to apply it because it's disorganized, it can't fire, okay? Opponent's twice the size, that's -1, so we're at -4. So the only way they're going to pass is if they get a 6. So I rolled a 2, so they lost. I don't roll for the defender now. So with the loss, what we do now is we are going to come all the way down here to where the defender loss is at. Defender 1, not attacker loss. So it's defender 1. They both roll a die. Okay, so this is the attacker's losses. This is the defender's losses. Okay, now the defender, the winner cannot lose more permanent casualties than the loser. Okay, so the attacker's losses, okay, based on morale, they're a B. Okay, it's going to be 1, which is 1 and 1. Okay, and they have to retreat. So I find Tilson on here. Okay, there they are, right here. Okay, so I go across here, and so I've got to mark off a permanent loss, okay, right here. So what I do is I put up, so make that an X. I come over here and I got to replace that straggler. Okay, now I add another, then I add the straggler that occurred because of this combat. Okay, so they've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 400. Is that right? 400 men left. So one more loss and they're going to be considered a C size unit. Okay, and then they have to retreat. So and then with the French, okay, we look at the losses that they have to take. Okay, 5. Okay, and they were a B. Okay, so we come down here, 5. Okay, now remember, they can't take more permanent casualties than the loser. So they're going to take 1, which is what the attackers lost. Okay, this is the attacker losses. All right, so 1 loss, 2. Now let's see, 2. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now see right here it says in column that's going to be +1. So this 5 becomes a 6. So now we're at this level here. So this is a 2, but of course it can't be a 2. It has to be a 1. So it's going to be the same as up here. So, but that's what we've got. So it's going to be 1 loss, permanent loss, 2 stragglers, morale hit, which is going to rout them because they're already disorganized. So on the 54th, once I find them here, there they are. All right, so here they are. So I come across here. So here's the permanent loss, and then I have to replace that straggler and 2 more stragglers. So they're almost wrecked, okay? And they've got to now route. Now, I could have had that skirmisher take that loss, but he's already taken one loss, so. All right, so now we come back over here. Okay, I put the red block there. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, 6. They have to go 6 hexes. So that's where they go. And then they were forced back. So, right there. All right, now we have this here, which is, it's a skirmisher versus skirmisher. So, they're the same size. So, of course, the attacker has to check first. So, and the only thing they're going to have, they're not going to have any kind of modification. Rolled a 6, so they pass. Now, the French skirmisher is disorganized, so that's a -2. Rolled a 5, becomes a 3, so they pass. So it's just a firefight, and in the firefight, they just go back to where they came from. So basically, he just goes to there, and this one stays here disorganized. So, all right, so that should be all of the combat. So then we go to the rally phase. So this is the coalition rally phase. So it'll only be the coalition units that we'll get to attempt to rally. All right, so let's slide back here. All right, so units that are disorganized become shaken if they're not within the zone of influence of a unit. So all right, so now we're rolling for these units back here that are routed. Okay. And let's see here. Let's see, what do they have to do? Let's see, here it is. So if they're within 6 hexes, they've got enemy units. They've got to continue. They've got to move away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, oops, they've got to move away. So I'm gonna move them back to here. And I should have moved Crawford's guy. I should have moved him up somewhere, but I didn't. Forgot about him. I fixed that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they got to move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1. See 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got to move away. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they're okay. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I guess Heel's the only one that's going to be able to get to try to rally anybody. All right, so Heel try to rally those guns. So they're a C. Okay. We get a +1. Roll to a 3 becomes a 4, so no, they don't get to rally. Kind of a waste there by the British. So that takes care of the 8 o'clock turn. So we go to 8:30, and with the 8:30 turn, roll for random events. Nope. We don't have any distorted orders. So we have order issue. So let's look at the order. I don't think, we're not going to be able to issue any orders because, for the French, because they're still on the move. The Army headquarters is on the move. So we've got some orders, but they're not going to get there till 9:30 and 9 o'clock. So anything that we do is going to have to be by initiative. And so we're going to try the initiative part. So we've got the Solus here. Who wants to go into or try to go into Talavera. So, okay, with initiative, okay, he's got a 1. And he's just in general orders, so he actually is +2. I mean a +1. So he's got 3 brigades. Counting his cavalry, I guess. So, okay. We have to get a 64 or higher. No, we didn't. We rolled a 22. So no effect. He can't issue any kind of order. And then Marlin he's pretty horrible. We're going to try with now with Lowell. Okay, he's got a 3. Okay, which becomes a 4 because he's in general orders. So 12. Uh-oh, he's a loose cannon. He becomes a loose cannon. So that's going to mean he's going to be doing something he probably shouldn't do. So we get a loose cannon. Okay, so we basically they get orders that are basically can be given by the other player. So you can have them attack, you can have them move. So Lavelle, let's see, for 1 turn. So I'm not going to write it down. I'm just going to go ahead and move them now. Let's see what we got here. So let's see, he might not. Let's see. Well, yeah. Well, he's got all of these guys. This artillery. Okay. So, yeah. I'll have them move toward this area back here. So, this is where they're going to move. I'll go ahead and write it down because they don't go anywhere until it's time to move. So, all right, so number 10. They want that pen. Get another pen. Okay. So over here, this is the 10th order, and this is going to Lavelle, which is the 3rd division of the 4th Corps. 8:30. Arrival 8:30. Lavelle. And I'll put loose cannon here, and then move to 3614. So loose cannon, and it's accepted. So, okay. We have Merlin. Merlin wasn't really assigned to the original orders. So actually, I guess Merlin could have been assigned, but he hasn't, so. So, I guess Victor, actually would have to with the local initiative. I guess he would have to actually go down there, not just write orders and send them, but he would have to go down there over to Merlin, where Merlin's at. If Merlin can attempt to do it himself. Merlin has a 1, and he doesn't have any kind of orders, so he's got that'd be a +1, so he's at 2, 64 or higher, got 11. So again, here we go with now he's got loose cannon, Marlon does, and so now he's got to have orders to do something, which is Marlon's going to have orders to ride up to here, or they can have him go further from over this direction, like back over here somewhere, or even go south. Yeah, we're having go down here to south to what down here to Vargas. So, all right, that's 11. Unit is going to be the 4th Cav, 830. 830 received. Merlin is getting it. This is a loose cannon. So move to 4201. Loose cannon, and it's accepted. Okay. Anybody else? I guess that's it. I don't have to do any rolling or anything. So now we do our fire. We have the fire phase. So all right. So we've got this artillery here. It's going to fire at these skirmishers. So a 4 at range 1 is 4. Rolled a 6, so no effect. Wow. All right. Okay, so this skirmisher here is going to fire at this cavalry. Okay, no effect. Let's see here. I guess disgusted, so disordered. Okay, can't fire there. Can't fire anywhere there. Can't fire over there. All right, so this skirmisher can't fire because they are disorganized. So that's it. All right, so now move. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move our loose cannon units. So let's pull back, and we've got Merlin. Going to move him first. Okay. So here he is. And so they're going to turn. So that's 1. Turn to there. Clear is 1. We got 14 to go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, No, that's not his. Okay, so I guess it's just those two. Okay. And then we have Lavelle, or Lowell. Okay. Right here, this unit, turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unlimber and turn. That costs 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Lavelle. They turn around. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that weakened that. Alright, so Belhad is going to move this horse artillery up here where he could fire at this unit here. From here he could fire. That's a clear hex right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10. And let's see here. I think I can stack. Maybe I can't stack. Let's see. Guess I can stack cavalry. Infantry and cavalry can stack freely. I can't have more than 3 A strength levels, 10 gun points, and 1 full strength skirmisher. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to stack that cavalry with that artillery so that they can defend. And then 2, 3. That line will be right there. All right. All right, let's move Joseph and his entourage up back here. They're moving to here. So, let's see. On that track, it's going to cost 2. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be 14. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. Track artillery, that's cost just 1. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. So here, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and put out my skirmishers. This one goes there. Okay, they're going to wait. Let's see. This skirmisher, they cross that stream and they're going to be shaken. That happened on my markers, so I used them all. So they're shaken. These guys are disorganized. So we go to here. It goes here to here. This guy's already shaken, so it doesn't matter. They're both shaken. So we're going to turn this here. That's 1, 2, and then unlimber. All right. We've got these guns here. Let's see. For a moderate slope, okay, that's going to cost them 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Four, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this other gun here, that would be 1, 2. And then let's undo there. See the 95th. Okay, they've got to continue to move back here because they were doing emergency withdrawal. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. When they get there, they got to roll their morale. Okay, they passed the 5. Got to check for stragglers. Okay, this one here, going to take a morale hit crossing that stream. So that's 1, and then that steep slope is 3. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 7, 8. And you're a C. 4. I don't think they passed. No. So they have to take a morale hit. I mean, a straggler. And so 95th. Okay. That almost eliminates them. They're going to have to sit back there and try to regain some stragglers. Let's see. The piece is going to want to move back up here. We're going to flip that artillery. The piece is going to move back up. Let's see what that is. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 7, so he'll join there. His skirmisher's going underneath or joining that artillery. And let's see, he's disorganized. This guy's disorganized. Gun's gonna unlimber. So all right, so that's all of the French movement. Now we have fire from the coalition forces. So here we have these British guns right here firing at this skirmisher. So that's going to be fire factor of 2, but because it's a skirmisher, -1, so it's just a 1. Rolled a 5. That's a morale hit. They're going to rout. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look that way. All right. Then we have skirmisher here. Gonna fire there. Nothing. Can't fire there. So I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. And I think the only combat we have is right down here between these two skirmishers. Okay. And so, okay, so rolling, the attacker has to roll first. They're a B, got a 4, they passed. The defender, which is the British, have to roll. They're a B, they got a -1 for being shaken. They passed. So the British unit stays put, and the French unit has to go back to where they came from. Of course, this cavalry unit here can't charge because they're disorganized. All right. So now we go to the rally phase. Okay. This unit down here. Okay. So this unit here is not shaking anymore. Let's see here. These guys are not far enough away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they've got to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This guy here goes to shaken. Here, we've got C. Wrote a 6. So they will now be disorganized. And this unit here is a B. And he didn't pass. Okay, now these guys up here, well, at least this one here, didn't do anything. So they can try to roll for stragglers. See, this guy too. So, okay, they're an A. And they get a +1, 5, so they recover 1 straggler. That's the 96th light. No, the 9th light. Okay, they recover 1 straggler. Okay. And here they've got a leader that, but leader's not high enough, so they just get a +1. They've got a B, 4, 5. They pass, so they get to recover a straggler, which is 24th. Okay. La Bruere. Okay. Okay, so they're no longer wrecked. Okay. And then the unit here in square. Okay. All right. They get a +1. 3 is nothing. They don't get to recover anybody. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that is all of the French activation. Now we go over to the British with the command phase. And let's see here. Right down here, I didn't notice that this is artillery down here. They could have fired as both of these units came in here. They could have waited till this unit got right there, like that, and then fired. And the same thing with the cavalry unit coming in here. They could have opportunity fired. Wellesley will have to go to his command sooner if he wants to change anything. So I think we're going to have Wellesley here give Crawford orders to move to defend in the orchards near the Portina. Maybe attach him to somebody. I think we're just attach him to Mackenzie's division. Yeah. So that's the orders we're giving. So, all right. So Wellesley has 3 command rating, so he can give 15. So he's got 15 points to work with. Written and that's just basically a general order. All right, so this will be the 7th order. Okay, so it won't show up until next turn. So just to show you. Okay, so this is 7th order. Crawford is the unit. Time sent 8:30. Arrival is 9. Wellesley's the sender. Crawford is the receiver. Okay. And then it's attached to Mackenzie's division is what he's supposed to do, written in general. So, and Wellesley's got to, of course, move up to the Army headquarters. That, or I've got to move him up to where Crawford's at. He could do let's see, he could do that as a oral message. Yeah, why not? We'll just have him go to where Crawford's at. Give him an oral message. So, now let's roll for these couple that we don't have yet. We got Crawford has got orders already. So let's see if he accepts them yet. Nope. And everybody else has already accepted. So I didn't move Zayas last turn. I should have. He already accepted his order. So the only one that hadn't is Crawford. So, all right. So now we go to the coalition fire phase. And we'll start right there. With that British battery right here. And they're going to fire at right here, this other battery. Okay. Range 1, 2, 3. Fire factor of 1. Got a 6, no effect. Okay. Then we have this skirmisher here and fire here. Okay. No effect. This skirmisher can't do anything. Neither can that one. Okay. So then we have, okay. All right, these other 2 British units don't have anybody to fire at over here because they've got other units in their way. Well, no, he's let's see. No, he is at the same level. Yeah, so they're all blocked. Cavalry blocks, skirmisher here blocks. So, can't fire through your own skirmishers. All right, so that shaken should have already been removed. This shaken should have been removed. Oops. Okay. So let's move up here to where okay, so Albuquerque is supposed to be attacking. So let's attack with what he's got there. They could be looking to attack these British that are trying to do all this recovering. So first thing we're going to do is try to take these guns. So 2, 3. He's got to get closer. So all right. So that's 1. Might be more than that. Okay. Let's see. Light. Okay. Yeah, that's just 1. This is 2. Okay. And then again, what's the option? What's the options there? Let them come all the way into you. 2, 3, right there, and then blast them. Because they got right here and they declared their charge. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And so that's what they do. They just wait until they get right there. And so now what they have to do got to check to stand. All right, so he's got a B. Okay. Now, he's alone, so that's -2. Opponent's going to be at least twice his size, so that's -3. Okay. Oh. Got a 6, so they stand. Okay. So we've got the break-off attempt. Okay, they've got a C. Two, so they failed. So they're going to be repulsed. Okay. They are a B size, so that's going to be -1 to the die roll. So 2 losses and a morale hit. Okay. So that cavalry unit, okay, ended up taking Infante. So they take 2 hits. Remember, cavalry, they don't take stragglers. So, okay, Infante. They're going to be wrecked. Which now causes Albuquerque's division, cavalry division, to be wrecked. So that's going to affect their ability there. Okay, plus those guys have to take a morale hit. So they're going to be shaken, blown, and now they've got to move back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could put them back to here. Okay. So Albuquerque can lead this other unit here up there, or he can send this one. So 1, 2, and then he's going to charge. 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So again, they've got to roll. They've got to see if they can stand. So they're a B. -2 because they're alone. stack is going to be more than twice, so that's a -1. So a total of -3. Okay, they failed. So now we roll for the artillery. Opportunity fire. Strength of 2. 5 and 6. 5 will be a morale hit. And then 6 is nothing. Okay. So then alright, then we check the results. 5 and 3. So the defender is going to be crushed. We're going to take both the guns, but it's going to cost a casualty. The guns are destroyed, but Pavia, of course, they're going to be blown. Pavia. Takes a hit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move them back. Okay. And then the other one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to move up there and threaten that those guys in the square. Oh, but there is an artillery unit there, so they can fire on right there. So it's artillery unit, strength of 2, going to fire right there. Five. Let's see. Morale hit. But because they're stacked with that leader, they can ignore it. But maybe they can't, because that's an E. So no, they can't. So they have to take that morale hit. So they're shaken. Guy here shouldn't be still shaken. All right. So Anson kind of out of command. So we're going to move Payne up here to him. This skirmisher is going to go. Well, he's got to stay within 2 hexes of a turn here. He's going to move here with this artillery unit. Here, we're going to have that skirmisher go there, and then these 2 guys are going to go here, and this skirmisher here is going to go there. This skirmisher's going to go there. Campbell's going to go there. This cavalry unit is going to move. It's going to turn. And move. So 1, and then what is that? Into the orchard for the cavalry. Oh, it's okay. They're already shaken, so that doesn't matter. So 2 costs 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. That's just so they can recover. And so Wellesley is going to move over here where Crawford is. So Wellesley was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Heel, see, he stays there. What 2 that was on. This unit here, shaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Actually, I'll just have him join Tilson there. And, oh, I got Zayas down here. I need to look at my phone before it cuts out. Okay. Let's pull back here. Okay, so here's Zayas. Let's see, which one is he actually pulling out? Is this the van? JP Zayas. That's the van. Okay. Not them guys, but these guys. Okay. So, what are they? Yeah, he'll be able to fire on these guys as they leave. So, okay, so he's going to march column. So he gets fired on. That's 1, 2. Okay, so he gets a hit. I guess it'd be both of them. They do it at the same time. Okay. So, no, it's not these guys. Is it? Yeah, it is these guys. So, Compañeros maybe takes a hit and a morale hit, but they're with Zayas. But let's see, they're a D, so they're going to have to take that morale hit. So they're shaken. And let's see, they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a minute. Can't go that far because they changed their formation, so that cost that artillery unit cost it 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as they can go. Okay, now Zayas was with them, so we got to roll for his well-being, and he survived. And then this unit, okay, attempts to leave, so they get fired on. No effect. So, let's see. I think they go into that counter village. It's 2. Costs 2. And then that track is 1, 2, 3. Um, 4, 5, 6. Of course, they're shaken. And then I have to adjust some things here. So one thing is, we're going to put that skirmisher there. This one here is going to come out. 1, 2. Okay. The artillery will stay there. No, it doesn't. He really needs to move. He's just going to slide over, which means he can fire at him. 3. Is it going to be a morale hit? Yes. So that'll be a morale hit. Okay. And then Jose's here. Have to change that guy to March column. It'd be 1, 2. He'll just be in that March column right there. This guy, he's gonna extend this way. That. Portigo is move up to support this artillery, which is, this is actually, what is this? Oh, okay. So, or have Minglano move up right here. And then these guys will, he'll move to there. He'll move to there, and then he'll extend. Like that. Yeah, Campbell will go ahead and attack here. All right. Takes care of everybody. So now we have the French fire. So we're starting down here. Okay, so we're going to fire here to here, right here. 3. Some morale hit, so now he's going to be disorganized. Okay, we've got these guns here. I'm going to fire here. This skirmisher. So 4, strength of 4, but -1 for skirmisher. So fire value of 3. 5. It's going to be a morale hit. So now he's at disorganized. Okay, don't have anything there. Okay, we'll come across here. Okay, so we've got this gun. Can't fire there at his own people. I can't see this guy. So I guess he don't have anywhere to fire. Okay, so we'll go up here where this square is. Okay, we've got some guns there. They're going to fire at that cavalry up there. So range of 1, 2, 3. It's going to be a strength of 1 plus 1 because it's firing at cavalry. 4 is no effect. Okay, so now we go to the close combat, which we've got one right here. Right there. Okay. Okay, so into this cakes here. I'll just do them right here. Okay. Okay. It's going to be these guys here. All right, so clearly I think, well, I don't know. I got to look because some of those guys were taking quite a bit of losses. Okay, so we got Stewart. He's only a B, and then Mackenzie is an A. So we got AB against the 16th Light. They're an A. Okay, so they're going to have to check first, the defender. They've got an A morale. -2 for the being disorganized. So got a 5, they passed. Now the attackers have a B. One of them is wrecked though. So that's -2. 6 that passed, so now we got a firefight. 3 and 3. Okay, the 16th Light is in column, so it becomes 4. They are size A. They're going to take a morale hit, which is going to rout them, and they take a permanent loss. A straggler, and they have to rout. So so one, they go, okay, they could go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And then the defender, the attacker, they have to take 2 losses and a morale hit. So we got Mackenzie. Okay. and the other one is Stewart. Okay, so they both have to take one. And okay, and a morale hit. I mean a straggler. No straggler. And a morale hit, so they're going to be shaken. Okay. Then we have this skirmisher fight here. Right here. So the attacker's smaller. They've been reduced. So and they're shaken, so that's -1, and -1 opponent twice their size. And they failed. So, alright, so you don't look on the normal loss table. So when you have that happen, losers are M2'd and are reduced, okay, on a further die roll of 1. So, see what happens. Nope. So they're going to be, okay, they're going to rout. So they were already shaken. I don't know, I may not have any more route markers. No, I don't. Okay, well. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, we're just writing my way back here. All right. Then we go just a little bit further over. We have Cameron. Attacking these guys. Okay. So Cameron is a B, and the 28th line is an AB. Okay, so looks like things aren't good for Cameron. Probably should have just held in his defense instead of attacking, but okay, so he's got a B. Okay, he's not shaken, but he's almost wrecked. Opponent's twice the size, and he's attacking in line, so that's -2. I rolled a 4, so he passed. He just needed a 2 or more. The French unit has the attack skirmisher. Well, there was also a skirmisher disadvantage, so no, he's not going to pass. He's going to fail. Because I rolled a 4. We've got attacking in line -1, opponent twice your size -1, and skirmisher disadvantage. So that's 3. So we have attacker defender 1. And okay. So he's going to have 1 permanent loss and a straggler. Cameron is. So he's going to be wrecked, which means he suffers a morale. So he's going to be shaken. Okay. And then the defenders are going to take morale, let's see, a permanent casualty, which they're going to take with their skirmisher, and 2 stragglers. Is that the 28th line? And then they take a morale hit. So they're now disorganized. Okay, and then the next one is Campbell here. Oops. All right, so there's where that one's taking place. And of course now we're going to have to move over here where I've got all this stack here. Okay. All right, so Campbell, return it like so. All right, so Campbell has, this is Campbell 4. He's a B size, and the 58 is an A. Okay, so they have to go first. So they've got the commander advantage. Opponents attack twice their size. So okay, rolled a 2. They're attacking in line, so that's -1, so they failed. So the attacker's going to lose. Defender 1. So, all right. So the attacker has got a B. Okay. They're going to take 3 permanent casualties. And 4 stragglers, they're gone. Let's roll for leader. Okay, leader's just gonna end up with someone else. He'll end up with his artillery. But Campbell there is gone. He's eliminated. So, all right, and then the French unit. Okay, 3, 4. So they take permanent and 2 stragglers. '58 here. And the permanent he's going to take with his well, no. Yeah. He wants to take it with the permanent's going to be with the skirmisher. So he'll just take stragglers. 58. so he's wrecked. So he's going to route. Okay. So here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, he went through those guys. He's actually routed back here. Let's see what happens. When you have like okay, so they just have their morale status since they went through Sebastiani here. They're actually shaken because of that. So I think that's it. So now we just have to do the rally phase, okay, which we'll start down here. So this unit here will now be just shaken. This one's not shaken anymore, neither is this one. Okay. And then we have these routed units. Okay, we're trying to recover with. Okay, so we've got that unit. Mackenzie, he doesn't benefit that. I don't know why I have Mackenzie back there. He's got to be a 2 or better. So that's kind of a waste. But, okay, they didn't recover. Alright, this one here. Okay, it's a C. 5, so they actually recover, so I can put this here now. He gets that one. Okay, Sherbrooke. Okay, gets to add 1 to the die roll for this one. 3 becomes 4. That's what they needed. This unit here was routed. Okay. Okay, heal. Okay, add +1. They get to recover. Maybe I think he recovered. Okay. All right, and then we have this one here. Okay, he doesn't. This one. He recovers. this one up here. Okay, he recovers. And let's see this Malone and this one here. This one. And this blown one recovers. This one here is recovered. And that's it. Both sides have really taken a lot of damage, and so let's see, the British have 2 brigades. That's 3 brigades. Okay. So if we take a look over here at the losses, okay, so the British have lost 2 skirmishers, full skirmishers. Okay, that's 4 hits, 4 casualties there. 3 brigades. Okay. The Spanish, 1 brigade, a leader, artillery battery, while the French have lost an artillery battery and a skirmisher. Now that's the ones that are off the map. Okay. But if we were to then look at, let's pull back, so we got some room here. The Spanish forces haven't taken that many losses, okay? They've, except for Bassencourt, okay? That was his brigade, and another one he's got is routed, and they've been reduced to a B, so they've taken some heavy losses. And then Infante's cavalry has taken some hits since they started attacking. Now they're going to have to roll for attack stoppage because they're wrecked, so they're probably not going to want to do anything now. So that's the Spanish. Now if we take a look at the British and the French, this is what we got. Okay, there's a lot. That's a lot of losses there. You can see that a lot of them are stragglers. Okay, not permanent losses, but stragglers. Okay, if there's an X, then that's permanent. And probably what I could do is I could shade those in because they can't get those back. So. Most of these are stragglers. So if we look now, okay, cavalry only take permanent losses. Okay. But looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brigades that are wrecked. So I need to mark another one up here on Sherbrooke, because he's got 2 that are in the, yeah, he's got 2 that are, yeah. So the British are really in a bad way because of all the losses they've taken. Okay. And then the French, let me go here and do a permanent on their shaking the table. Let me do it over here. Not shaking the table so much. And then let me turn this so you can kind of look over the battlefield there when I do this. So here's the French. Okay, of course the cavalry really haven't taken any hits. You got the Solus down here by Talavera, the Royal Guard. Ilhan he hadn't done anything. Latour's just been sitting. Marlin, Lavelle, Valance. Okay, but up here, we get in here and look close. Sebastiani, he's got 1 wrecked brigade, and that's it. The rest of them are not close to being wrecked. They're still fairly large. Okay, it's different when you look up here at Victor's. Okay, Villiers, actually he's got 2 that are wrecked, and well, 63rd is still pretty strong, but the 95th isn't. They're just 2 losses from being wrecked. And then of course Ruffin's taken quite a pounding, and so has Lapice. So Lapice almost has, he's got a couple more that are real close. Let's see, the 54th is close to being wrecked, and so is the 16th Light. So that's one thing that you have in this game, is you're going to have, losses are going to be evident, and it's going to affect your ability to continue to fight, and also the attack stoppage, which I should be rolling. I didn't roll. I should have rolled that for the French. I should be rolling for Lapice. Ruffin is already, he failed it, so he pulled out. But Lapice and Sebastiani should be rolling. And I know I didn't roll for either one of those. So that's my fault. And Albuquerque is going to have to roll. So next turn I'll have to remember to do that. So a lot of losses. The British defensive line is in chaos. They don't really have any kind of, they don't have any reinforcements. Now Crawford can help, but he's just one brigade. They're going to need these units here to rally and get back into the fight. If the French are able to turn these Latour off, turn Latour loose, and he can get over here in this area south of Medellin, then you know that could be a problem for the British and Spanish. But at the present time, the heights are controlled by the French. So now the French don't really have any units up there defending it. So the British could possibly take it back, but if they do, their line's going to be destroyed. They're going to be cut in two. These guys move to the heights, then there's no one here. And that could be exploited by Sebastiani once he can push past these units here. He's got, let's see, we might have, yeah, we still have, right here we still have we have to solve this skirmish here, this combat between these two right here. How did I not, can't have those two still together. Okay. So let's do that. So it's actually this unit and this unit right here. So the British are attacking, and they're both even, so the British have to roll first. They rolled a 2. A B, I think that's enough to pass. It is. So then the defender, okay, which is shaken, rolled a 5, so they pass. So we have a firefight. Okay, so in firefights, the lowest modified check to stand roll retreats, which was the British. So, and they are, morale is affected twice, so they're going to be disorganized, and on a 1, which we rolled, they are reduced. So that means that this British unit here is flipped over to reduced, and goes back to there, and they are disorganized. Okay, missed that one. So yeah, things don't look good for the British, but the thing is, the French don't have a lot to work with. Now they do have Lavelle that hasn't, activated. He tried to, and he got the loose cannon, so he ran off, and so he could be effective if they could get him activated. So they may have to move Victor down here to get him activated. So it's still kind of a toss-up, I think, depending on who can get their forces activated and moved to a certain spot, which the coalition have a better opportunity to do that, because they're just in general orders basically, and any attacks they make are just to regain territory they've lost. They're not attacking new ground, so if the French could get reorganized there and get some of these units they have that are routed, get them back, and also get Latour to do something. Maybe we get something going for the French, but just have to wait to see. Come on back, see what happens, and the next video will be over the libraries of Napoleonic's Talavera gang. See you next time.